I thought this joint was whole time. I swear this joint was like not muted. Like I done sat on this joint for a half hour. I'm gonna run it back though anyway. I'm gonna run it back anyway, man. If y'all missed this joint, you know what I'm saying? Just come back, watch it, and hit the like button and get in the comments. You feel me? But y'all can see, right? Y'all see what's on the screen, and y'all can read. So it's kind of self-explanatory while we here. Plus the title. You know what I'm saying? I gotta see if anybody gonna come back in here and all that. So this a late John, but it is what it is. Like I said, I done just hopped on here for half an hour. The John was muted the whole time. So if you had stopped through that John and then you missed this one, my bad. You feel me? But yeah, man. So look, man, I was talking about basically how when the boy Pat first started doing these Vlad TV interviews, I was, you know, to myself, I was basically speculating like, yo, nah, I don't think he gonna mention that situation. He wouldn't want to, you know. I don't see him wanting to give him any type of attention during one of his interviews. You know what I'm saying? But any good interviewer gonna have to bring it up because it's part of the most recent of when you ask him, yo, yeah, Pat, what's been going on with you? I mean, that's part of it. I mean, if you're thinking about the last couple of years, the last few years, what he got going on, that's something that was, yeah, making a lot of noise and going around. People wanted to know was it true or not. And then, you know, he started basically bragging about it, flexing and all that. You know what I'm saying? I was talking about how, that would bother me. You know what I'm saying? Just as a man, that would bother me. You feel me? But I always applaud people. Listen, I always applaud people that know how to be the bigger man in the situation, right? Whether you cut like that, whether you not cut like that to do something to somebody or to retaliate for something that somebody did to you on a street level. Like I said, if you about it, even if you not about it, anybody that could just take the higher road and be like, you know what, I'm gonna let it slide, I'm gonna let it go, or whatever. I applaud that type of maturity. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm there yet. Because like I said, if it really went down how people say, or how he say, the ball snuck me and then got up out of there, and I just ain't been able to get next to him again since that situation. You know, that would bother me. That would bother me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then especially, if I tried to let it go, no matter how embarrassing it was, if I tried to let it go, and then you hop on a big platform like Vlad, and when they get mentioned, you know, you just talk about how, the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I knocked him out. I don't want to talk about no details. I don't want to talk about how he was popping my jaw and the details about, how he was popping my jaw, how I knew he was popping my jaw. I don't want to talk about that, but let's talk about how I knocked him out. Like, yeah, that's him flexing, but that's also corny to me in the sense. Like, I'm going to keep it a bean. It's also corny for real. You know what I'm saying? Because anybody know, man, you knock that ball out for hitting your jaw, bro. As simple as that. Hitting your wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, yeah. Because look, ain't nobody look at it like this, right? Ain't nobody look at it from this point of view. Say if, say it could have went like this. Say it could have went like this. Say when Easy and him met to where they shook hands or whatever, right? Maybe it wasn't on that type of time when that happened, right? Right? Because just because I shake your hand, don't mean that like, you know, if something happened, I won't hit your joint. You know what I'm saying? Like, he shook his hand because he probably was being introduced. You feel me? It ain't like I'm trying to be your friend or something, and then I hit your joint. So, all right, we got introduced to each other, and your joint ended up feeling me, and I don't know you, so it was no reason for me to be like, oh no. You know what I'm saying? Other than the fact that y'all married, that is a reason. But man, that happened all the time. You know what I'm saying? That happened all the time. I'm just saying, like, say he shook his hand and it wasn't even on that type of time between them. And then next thing you know, they just, after that, some time passed, they start vibing and go where it go. But who knows? Maybe the nigga wasn't even on no sucker shit, like on some, you know? Because it's a difference. It's a difference. You feel me? When somebody know that they trying to bag your joint, they trying to take your joint from you, and they put themselves in a position to be around you, possibly shake your hand, be in the same. That's some, you know what I'm saying? That's a different, you know what I mean? The younger me, you know what I'm saying? I done messed up a marriage before, but it was already problems. But that's how it go. It be already problems in a marriage, and then you might meet the person they was married to, and you know, and she walked right away from the situation. Like, that's not a reflection of you or your honor. You know what I'm saying? People look at it like, oh, it's not honorable to mess with a married woman and all that. But you gotta understand, some of these married women be talking about they separated and all that and all that. So, plus we don't know what she told him. Who knows what she told him about this situation? You know what I'm saying? From the rip, she could have told him like, yeah, it ain't that between us and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't been together for this long or that long. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm trying to look at this whole situation a little different because the interview that he's doing, it's like, I don't know, man, it's triggering a little bit, right? Because it's like, why won't you answer the tough questions, bro? The tough questions, like, you up there for a reason. Like, I'm feeling like he wasted Vlad time. You know what I'm saying? I can't help but to feel like he wasted Vlad time. You know what I'm saying? We wanted to know, how does it feel, homie? How does it feel, the kid, you know what I'm saying, to go from this, you know what I'm saying, to this, and seeing all these pictures going around, and you know what I'm saying? How it went from wedding vows to you creeping up in events trying to sneak the ball that she letting, you mean, nail her to the, you mean, and all that. Cause this the thing. No matter how corny y'all, you mean, no how, no matter how much corny, you know what I mean, shit boy did or do, can't act like he was popping though. Hmm. That's the thing. You mean, that other man's wife did find him appealing for whatever reason, so he always gonna have that upper hand. You feel me? Like, real rap. Yeah, it's yeah, man. I mean, people gonna agree, people gonna disagree, but you know what I'm saying, it is what it is. This is just my opinion on you know. But yeah, one thing he should have did was answer. I like how Vlad. Did y'all see how Vlad kind of did a little? Vlad went back. Vlad went back in the. I ain't gonna say back a day, but Vlad went back because it ain't like this his first time on Vlad, but this is his first time on Vlad and some time. You feel me? And I feel like the interview should have been a little bit more informative, entertaining. It's kind of stale because musically he don't got no career right now. As far as like what he doing, as far as musically, like, you know what I mean. We talking about, for him as an artist, the bars on Wheels joint and all that. That was cool, and the diss tracks he was dropping. That was, you know. But but you not really doing nothing musically to, you know, he would have been better off getting up there and just promoting Clarissa, dog. Simple as that. He should have got up there and just promoted Clarissa. You know what I'm saying? All right, he did promote something that he's involved in, the Win Records or whatever. But I don't know. When people get up on Vlad, usually the interviews is a little better laid out than how this was. Like, this almost seemed like Vlad is prepared to ask him all the questions about the messy stuff that people wanted to know, but he's already prepared. He was already prepared to deflect all that when he came up there. He want to talk about how great Clarissa is, how 50 ain't this and 50 ain't that. You know what I'm saying? And how he knocked Ball out. That's it. It ain't no details about, did you really put a recording device in there with homie? Like, did you really, like, you feel me? Like, what's up with you? Like, what? Yeah, man. Yeah. I was just saying it would bother me. It would bother me for another man that you know snuck me, caught me off guard, been bragged about it, and as a man, you know, wouldn't agree to get back in front of me, even if it's for us to just rumble. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like, he don't owe him that either. So that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I get it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, if you cross me like that, you know what I mean? And sometimes it's just on site without it even having to be said. Just depending on what's going on between people, it could just be a like understanding that when we see each other, it's something is going to be on site. It's on site. Whether I don't, you mean, you might not even know what you're going to do, but it's definitely on site when I see you. You feel me? And yeah. Whether you paying attention when I see you or not, that's up to you. That's up to you being on point and how you carry it. So maybe that's how he been looking at this thing from the whole. You know what I mean? Like, you should have been on point. Shouldn't another man been able to run up on you and do that and get away with it or get up out of there? Or, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, I just know as a man that eats at him. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you got him still mentioning it. You know. So yeah, get in the comments. Leave a comment, man. Just tell me if y'all feel like E gonna respond with a blog or a tweet, or you know what I'm saying. I just feel like, I don't know, that would trigger me. That would trigger me, yo. It might not trigger him. Who, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Everybody handle things different, and everybody receive things different. He might not even care. Like, you know what, man? He just talking. Like, I mean, my thing is, you quick to mention how you did that to Bull, but quick to basically deflect from, when you found out that she was doing you how she was doing you. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all really got to remember that Bull and the live that he did and what he said, man. He done, like, this shorty just treated him over the years, like treated him like real rat, real rat. And I guess when the bread was cool, and he ain't have a problem with it, but you mean she started treating, and he probably stopped wanting to spend bread on certain, you know what I mean? And yeah, man. Bro, do you have anything else to talk about? No, this is what I want to talk about. If you don't like it, you can slide. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. No, I don't know them, but I know the boy he punched on, so I could talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if you don't like it, you can slide up out of here. You know what I mean? But anyway, like I'm saying, the boy Pat should have answered the question that people wanted to hear. You feel me? He said on that joint, not really talking about nothing. Simple as that. You feel me? Like, Vlad clearly asked him, like, yo, when how did you know when things was falling apart, or where things was, you know what I'm saying? He basically said he didn't know, but he had to because you know what I'm saying. He was putting recording devices and wheels and hacking. You know what I mean? Hacking people's phones and all types of sophisticated type smart shit. But yeah, why and whoever your name is, bro, you could slide if you disagree. You know what I mean? I don't know them, you don't know them either. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if it's a female or a nigga, but it don't even matter. Talking about Pat was cheating prior, he told a lot of lies. Like, yo, these people be weirdos. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm having a general conversation, trying to get some feedback from people to see if, we share similar opinions. And this bull, like, you know what I mean? Start blocking people, man. Start blocking people. It's like, no. If I start doing that, I'm gonna remind people of the bull. But no, talk y'all shit, man. Y'all don't gotta agree with me, man. Like, I mean, I'm correcting you, dummy. Like, yo, that's the thing. See, little shit like that, right? To get online, be calling people names and all that, knowing you ain't going. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. I'm gonna leave you though. I don't care where you from. Like, what? How you being from Brooklyn? How you being from Brooklyn mean you know what you talking about as far as Pap cheating prior and all that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like that. Yeah, I'm like that too. I'm like that too, and that's why you don't hear nobody playing with me online or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't go through the type of shit boy go through. You feel me, nigga? I know him. Yeah, but yo, all right. So you know him and all that. Why you think he ain't answer them tough questions about when it finally went left with his John? When he finally knew things was over and all that. At the end of the day, bro, that shit. Listen, nah, nah. See, we ain't gonna have this conversation. Let's stick to the. Yeah, I mean that bull. Listen, man, he did though. He said 2022. He said 2022 what? And if that's your man, tell him, man, yo, tell him get next to the ball again. I'm pretty sure people interested on, if they see each other again. Is he man enough to give you the fair one? I don't think he want that though. But if he did want that, is he thorough enough to be like, all right, we could do that? Yo, the crazy part is, and I ain't even talking about you, yo. YN50, I think that's how you say your jump. YN509, right? I ain't even talking about you, but a lot of people be wondering, like, why would I speak about this? Why would I speak about that? Yo, dig it. I wouldn't even be on this internet if I ain't had to come check certain things. Don't get this shit mixed up with Glorilla's sister or this shit don't be about clout for me. The reason why this channel need to stay active, dog, is because if somebody else lie on me, I need a I need a source, I need an outlet to be able to combat them lies. You know what I'm saying? So I decided to, let me make my channel active. My man got a platform that I could get on there and really check things and get the views if I wanted. But I said, no, I'll address little shit on my own, John. And when I really need him, I'll slide on his platform and you know what I mean? But boy ain't been talking about nothing. All he did was say I was a liar, which ain't true. People that know us know that. You feel me? So I ain't tripping about nothing. My honor intact. I know, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to figure out why boy ain't say that. Cause this my thing, right? This my thing. The world know the world know a little bit that something was off with the relationship, right? She was popping out with main man, getting caught all over the place, right? I just felt like, man, just keep it real, bro. Ain't nobody clowning him. Ain't nobody clowning him. Just keep it real, man. It happened to the best of us. You feel me? Real right. It happened to the best of us. Jones cheat. Jones, they, you know what I'm saying? Like, real right. I just would have respected it more if he would have admitted it. Even if he still flexed about knocking ball out, I just would have been like, I would have respected if he would have admitted, like, but that's their personal life, though. Bro, when it comes to the internet, ain't nothing personal. Once it get on the internet, once people start, enough of their business got on the internet that it made people start to speculate. And once that happened, it ain't really personal no more. Like on some, real right. YN509. I don't know if you subscribe, but you could talk. You could tap in this joint talk. Yeah, you mean? I ain't the type of nigga that's gonna be blocking. You mean? But of course, I had to mess with you though. Like, yeah, I don't know, man. But one thing I could say, he came up though. Yeah, man. He don't gotta talk on it to confirm nothing. I mean, he kind of did. Listen, dog. It ain't like, let's stop trying to act like boy so humble to where he just be trying to play it so cool. No, I wanted Cuz to be as vulnerable as he was when he did that live, talking about how Buddy couldn't keep her legs closed, how he caught her in the bed with a whole joint with their youngin' around, all that. I wanted him to talk his shit on that type of time. Yeah, all right, yeah, you knock ball out, talk about that. All right, that's cool, but you know what I'm saying? Get back into that. Nah, he not humble. Trust me, he far from it. Pap a liar. All right, yo, you confusing me, yo. I don't know if this your folks or yeah. I mean, first it looked like you banged with him because you was like, yeah, like now you like, yeah, liar, Moose. I heard of the name Moose though, and if I remember right, the boy Moose ain't no rapper though. So I can explain. Can we come up? What you mean? Can we come up? Listen, Moose is my cousin. Yeah, I heard that name, yo. I don't know. Is that somebody who robbed him before or something, allegedly? Or used to press him in the streets? I heard that name before though. For y'all just coming in here, man, we just talking about, why Pep ain't talking about more in this interview. Like, I mean, it been mostly 50 Cent, how what I mean? It been all about 50 Cent, him, his past, how he used to be fly, still fly, all this, all that. Vlad, his interviews just be a little bit more interesting. That's all I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? No, listen, I was talking about Offset too. This wasn't all about Pat, but you know what I'm saying, the situation. Because like I said, that's like we already knew that. We already knew that. Him saying that wasn't nothing new. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to talk about Offset. You know what I'm saying? He might got he might got let some years pass. If he thinking about any type of get back, he might got let some time pass. Like, cause the young boy, little TJ, he hot. He talking too much. He came out of that joint talking too much. If it, anything happened to boy, Offset going to jail. Simple as that. So he got chill. Listen, man, I'm just a spectator, yo. I'm just a spectator, man. Things be happening. You know what I'm saying? I'll take a screenshot of something, and if it's interesting enough, I'll talk about it. Another reason I'm on here talking about this, because Bull recently called me a liar. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't no liar, nigga. Stop playing. Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, is he gonna do a live? Do y'all think he gonna do a live and respond? Cause I don't know. Something about, like I said, he only mentioned Bull for a minute. You know what I mean, he don't say his name, none of that. You know what I'm saying? But we know who he was talking about. You feel me? So I don't know, man. I feel like this boy going. I expect a tweet or a blog. You know what I'm saying? Offset looking bad. Offset pointed them out though. I think TJ was reciting his words. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, if that happened, that's crazy. It almost listen, man. Out of the Migos, it almost was one. It almost was one left. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. He may do it live, but I don't tap into Easy to be honest. I don't think he should have even addressed it. But I do think Pat owe him a fair one. All right, so we can agree on that. All right, say no more, yo. Say no more. Listen, man, I don't be knowing y'all personality on this joint. I don't be knowing how thorough y'all is in real life. But if we can agree on that, I could bang with you. Even though you was talking a little ish in this joint, but I could, you feel me? I could respect that because I feel like that should have been happened. I talked about stuff like this, you feel me? And people disagreed, some people agreed, but there's no way I could have been around Shorty for so long after that situation and not had went to great lengths to press her to make sure I could get next to this boy. If he don't want to agree to get next to me so we can handle this, you know what I mean? Then I would have needed her to facilitate that joint. You know what I mean? Pap never fought in the streets. It was Moose who did the work. He snuck Easy, and I ain't agree with that, and I'm not a fan of Easy. Yo, damn, what's shit, yo? You got social media, yo? That's what I say. I'm a regular person. Like, I'm accessible. I might need you to fill me in, man. Lucky I ain't got the StreamYard set up. You could have got on this joint talk shit. You know what I mean? So you're saying he never fought in the streets and all that? How true is that? Because if that's true, then that's surprising. Because how how Cuz was acting. Yeah, the way Cuz was acting. You know what I mean? Like, no, I never Moose did the work. So all right, I think that's how I heard the ball. So the ball. So all right. So listen. So the boy Moose was this his cousin? This might be who? This might be was this his cousin? Bro, do the homework. You'll see. Listen, man. I listen, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, I live a regular life, dog. I ain't got no way to do homework on these niggas, man. I ain't no private investigator or you feel me. I go off some of the stuff I see online. You know what I mean? I speculate about it to see if it's true, but you know what I mean, yeah, Moose locked up, bro. Oh, all right, free the ball. You know what I'm saying? I don't listen. I don't think he need him right now. He don't need the ball Moose. He handled it. You know what I'm saying? Mm. All right, so basically, what you said is he the one that handled the business for him. So I'm basically it. Like when it come to my brothers in a situation, like any situation, I was basically Moose. Then you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like these pictures start going around. Like, listen, man, like it's just an ugly situation, man. And I feel like I'm entitled to talk about anything related to some of these topics because if we is being technical, I am related to Ball. You know what I'm saying? We share the same blood with our mom and all that. So, man, but the blood that's, come from my dad is probably why we just different, man. Yeah, but he snuck Easy and ran. I didn't agree. I don't know Easy, but he don't seem like a fighter, and Pat know that. Listen, man, anybody can. So listen, yo, it's like being booked, right? It's like being booked and walking on the block for the first time, and everybody looking or like, damn, who the boy will? You mean all that? Trying to size you up, see how you. You know what I mean? What type of vibe you give off? Trying to figure you out and all that, right? You know when somebody not cut like you mean a certain way. You know when somebody not cut a certain way. And if you thorough, you don't got no reason to really like, you know, abuse that. You ain't got no reason to take advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? Unless they do something like pop your wife. You know what I'm saying? Because me, I ain't the type like me. But if you ain't cut like that, you shouldn't be doing certain things that'll get you caught up in the situation that where they get dangerous. Like, you know what I'm saying? Pap ain't fight murder. He got punched. Who murdered? You talking about Uncle Murder? Talk about Uncle Murder. Yeah, somebody. I'm just saying, bro. Somebody else got to interview him. This is my point of this joint. Somebody else got to interview him because we tired of hearing you talk about how you did this to the boy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Uncle Murder. So what? Oh yeah, all right. All right. Maybe I do gotta do some homework because I ain't know him and Uncle Murder ever had any situations. I know the Max B situation where he walked into the studio while Max was there. It was a little, 50 was there or whatever. I know that. Um, yeah, I don't really remember boy having no beefs like that. Plus, I ain't a New York nigga, so I wouldn't have knew too much about what was going on out there as far as who was beefing with. You know what I'm saying? Unless it was on one of them beef DVDs or you know what I'm saying. Yeah, he got punched on by Uncle Murder. Never did nothing. See, why nobody talk about this? Why 50 ain't talk about this? 50 from New York. How 50 ain't troll him about that if he knew that? You know what I'm saying? Because this the thing. The way Pat be popping it, talking this shit, right? About what he did to boy, you would think, nothing ever happened to him. That's what I'm saying. Like, when I came to the internet, I kept it real about any losses I took. That was a long time ago, bro, but look into it, you'll see. All right, say no more. Yeah, man. TV1. Y'all remember TV1? They had all them shows like Unsung, you know, you know, you see they was on there. It was like a little documentary style program about they marriage or about to be, I think they covered their marriage and all that. It's crazy, man, how you go from thinking somebody rocking with you and then yeah, man, yeah. Throwback. Yeah, man. I'm just sitting here thinking like even though he didn't get into too many details about how hurt he was or when he found out the moment he found out that it was over and all that. I know as a man you reflect on I mean he might have threw these pictures out or got rid of them, but this is the type of stuff that would trigger like damn, like Shorty threw it all away. You know what I mean? Over what? You know what I mean? I'm just saying as a man he probably reflected about where he might have went wrong and then decided to move on with Buddy and all that. But do you remember the time? Like I mean, like yeah, like man, this is what we wanted to know how to go from this. That's all I wanted. You know what I'm saying? How to go from this, man. Right? You see, they was how it go from black love hats. It went from black love hats to damn, damn. The truth gonna come out, bro. He was cheating far before. All right, so all right then. Mm. Listen, man, that's the beauty of the internet. You know what I'm saying? You can connect with people. You know what I mean? You start commenting. I ain't know where you was from. Now I know you from New York. You know a little bit. You feeling people in on what's going on. Like, you mean the ball. Like, all right, so, all right, man. So according to YN 509, you feel me? Like, boy been cheating on Shorty, so she probably all right. She got her get back. Is what you saying? She finally start just returning the favor. Is that what I'm hearing? Like, man, where you from in Brooklyn, man? Because I think he from what? He from what? Brownsville? Like, he from Brownsville. Where he rep? Do he rep Brownsville? I swear I heard him say Brownsville. He was my man's. I wasn't going to blast him. Anyone bring up Mooses over Pat know what's up? Mm. 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 Okay. So Moose got the street cred and all that. Well, why y'all fall out? But ain't he from Brownsville? Home of Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson from Brownsville, right? Oh, he's from. Oh, all right. So he from Bed Stuy. Who from Bed Stuy? Fad, Mano. Who else? Oh, all right, all right, all right. That's what's up, man. Like, listen, man. I ain't hear the basketball character, but like I said, man, Shorty, how it looked to the world is Shorty did him dirty. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just how it looked, and he painted the picture like, oh, mm, when all this was going on, when she was being, every time the pictures was, he said that every time the pictures was popping up with her and the guy, I was the one at home with baby girl, and you know what I'm saying, and all this and all that. Can you imagine sitting at the crib with your youngin? You mean youngin running around the crib playing all happy and all that? You chilling, feet up, something on the TV, you scrolling through your phone, and you start and you just continuously seeing, all the pictures that was going around and all that. At the Eagles game, they over here, they over there, like, you know what I'm saying? He can say what he want. That's what made him do what he did, man. Simple as that. Mm. But yeah, I know for a fact that if somehow, some way, him and this boy E was able to get, um, you know, a fair one, then I know he'll feel better as a man because, like I said, don't nobody. We are human. Let's keep it real. Somebody snuck us and hurry up and got out the situation and they put us down and all that. You know what I'm saying? And he done got up out of there and all that. Then yeah, that's unfinished business. I believe so. That be 2 years of them not sleeping in the same bed. He was doing him too. Why? I mean, yeah, he was doing something because that's how him and Shorty end up happening or whatever. But yo, like YN509, yo, you got social media, yo? Because if you talking about boy, we could rap behind the scenes, like you fill me up behind the scenes. He do owe my fair one, but he not gonna give it to him. Yeah, because when you don't respect somebody, when you look at somebody like man, like you know, you could tell he be trying to dismiss boy like man, boy sucker, man. I'm not even out. Just you mean move on to something else. You mean when you don't respect somebody, you not gonna give them that. You know what I'm saying? You only gonna do that when it's two gangsters getting into it about a situation, and two gangsters got to understand that this shit could go to in the streets with us blazing on each other. You know what I mean? Or we could do what men do, like back in the day, do that and just go our separate way. Don't be cool, don't you know what I'm saying? But we ain't gotta be trying down each other, like you feel me? Because that's something that I had somebody trying down you. Like now it's like, all right, we could have rumbled, but you ain't want to rumble. Like give me a chance to defend myself. You came and blindsided the nigga and just went about your way, start antagonizing, talking your shit. Like you really just went toe to toe with me and did that. You know what I'm saying? That can make a person like me damn near obsess about the get back. Like I need to know, like this. No, it just can't go like that. It'll eat me up. It'll eat me up. Yeah, I mean, like you could attribute it to pride or whatever you want to call it, but yeah, yeah, a bad joint, like you know what I'm saying. But yeah, man, when y'all watch this joint back, if y'all watch this joint back, get in the comments and just tell me what y'all think about just like did he keep it real? Like did he keep it real on that joint? Like Whole time, shorty outside. Whole time, she like, I mean, she at Cardi event. She around. You feel me? Like, she giving off the vibe like, don't attach my name to nobody. Like, listen, man, I don't know if y'all paying attention, man. I don't know if y'all paying attention. Like I said, I don't care either way, man. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about it, give my opinion. But yeah, she like, don't attach. She like, telling you, these celebrities, I tell you, man, she been carrying it like she played it smart, yo. I can tell you this throughout this whole thing, she's played this smart. If y'all notice, she's haven't had to answer no questions or clarify nothing. Her fan base, the girlies, is behind her, regardless. She ain't been having to answer no questions. Who been having to answer the questions? The ball and the ball. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like she ain't been having to clarify nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they went back and forth on their lives, but after that, she carried it like, man, think what y'all want and all that. Main man was popping out with Clarissa the whole time, trying to prove that, all right, you know what I mean, it's this now. And yeah, man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Yeah, she outside though. She outside. What y'all think, man? Because I think she gonna be around this summer. You hear me? She gonna be around this summer, and I don't think you gonna see her with nobody. I think this whole situation told her that whether I'm dealing with a regular mug, you know what I mean, or somebody in the industry, I'm not gonna be with the public affection. I'm not gonna be with I think this whole situation is gonna give her a new type of appreciation for privacy. Like, yeah, yeah. I think 9 times out of 10, they probably she probably was thinking that she was enough out of bounds, when she was running around, with Bull, that, no pictures were surfaced, no, you know what I'm saying? But as you can see here, these pictures are staged, like, so, they definitely wasn't trying to be low. This is, you could tell somebody's taking this picture, or they put the phone somewhere with a timer or something, but yeah, man, yeah. I don't deal with cousin, you know what I'm saying? But I just be wanting to know was all this worth it, because I was trying to relay messages to Bull, because it was, somebody was gonna have to say the type of things that I was trying to send over there, but hey, it wasn't. Maybe my messages wasn't communicated right, and that's where the problem started or whatever. But yeah, Vlad is a slick bull, right? Vlad slick with these titles. He could have put anything right here, right? He could have put Papoose discusses uh divorce with ex-wife or Remy Ma or whatever, right? He put you see what he put, man. Like, I ain't even going, like, yo. Yeah, man. It's interesting, man. Somebody else, he got to get on another platform where they ask the right questions. Like, I can't think of what platform should interview him next, but yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, little TJ talk too much, man. Offset healing up. He in the spittle healing up, you know what I'm saying? Taking little breaks outside to hit the port and all that, which is something I wouldn't be doing, you feel me? Like, because he not from Florida where that happened. So you in Florida, you know what I'm saying? You states away from the state that you from. You already had a situation where you got banged on, you got hit. You need to be in that hospital room. You need to have some goons of yours outside. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, making sure that you good in that joint until it's time to discharge and get back to where you from and all that. Heal up and you know, put together whatever plan you gonna put together and all that. But yeah, he shouldn't. Yeah, I don't think if he thinking about retaliating, he tripping. For real, he gotta. He gotta let. I'm talking about. He gotta let a few years pass. Like he gotta let a couple years pass. I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? They connect the dots too easy these days. Like you can't just be off impulse, just right back. You know what I'm saying? Get right back. No, that's the problem. That's the problem. Niggas be wanting to get back right away, where it's just obvious who it possibly came from, what side it came from, just all that. But yeah, man. Yeah, he gotta tighten up, man. He ain't learned how quick things could happen from the takeoff situation, man. You know, you see takeoff died, and it wasn't even that situation wasn't even really meant for him. Quavo, the one that was popping it for real. Yeah, like Quavo, the reason why them shots even started to go off and all that. So yo, according to YN 509, Pap ain't even like that. You know what I'm saying? Supposedly, you know what I mean? I don't know who YN 509 is, but he came through this joint and had a lot to say. I could start from the top, but you know, I could start I could start from the top. I get on here, I try to speculate, try to make sense of some things and you know what I'm saying? But we got somebody that came through, said they from Brooklyn, said they used to be cool with Pat and ain't want to put him on blast. Who knows, man? It's the internet, so who knows how legit this was. That's why I say you got social media because I reach out, we chop it up behind the scenes and all that. You know what I mean? But yeah, according to YN 509, you know, nobody should be feeling bad for Papoose in this situation. You feel me? As far as, you know, the things he was saying about Shorty not being able to keep her legs closed. I caught her with a female and all that. They had grapes and wine on the bed and all that. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I caught him another time and next thing you know, Shorty disappeared. And I'm like, yo, where's Shorty at? So, yeah, man, according to YN 509, he was cheating, you know, Pat been cheating on Buddy, according to this person that says they know him. So this is all alleged, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, yo, the boy said he grew up with Pat. He said, you know, somebody named Moose is the reason why Papoose was respected in Bed-Stuy and all that. So I guess if he wasn't being played with, it was because the boy Moose was the muscle. The boy Moose was the one that was the rider, like was gonna say go if anybody said anything, you know what I'm saying? And according to this person, YN 509, Moose locked up right now and all that. But yeah, he was the muscle. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Now he said, you know, now Moose, right, is this guy's cousin though. Whoever YN 509 is, their cousin is the boy Moose, which is somebody that was, you know, heavy in the streets, which is why nobody was messing with Pat or something. Yeah, and he said he agreed that Pat owe Easy a fair one. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure it's a lot of men out there that, you know, but then there's other people that feel like, no, like, you know what I mean? I don't owe you nothing, nigga. Come get it. You know what I'm saying? So you can see it either way, man. But yeah, the boy was like, man, like Pat not humble how he be trying to act and all that. Yeah, man. Of course, they saying Pap never was out there fighting in the street. Yeah, they said he wasn't out there fighting and nothing like that. He said Moose did the work. Yeah, I mean. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all. Whoever stopped through this, John, you know, little conversation to be had or whatever about the little recent clip of Pap talking about, when I knocked him out. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of people that be like, man, no, he ain't sneaking. No, he did sneak him. Whether he did or not, you know what I'm saying? He did get called out online and shit. Whether I don't know how serious he was when he was calling him out, like, yo, you need to holler at me and all that. But yeah, the nigga did take your John. You feel me? And yeah, you snuck him, whatever how it went. You feel me? He did publicly call you back out and all that, But like I said, you ain't have to take that fade. You ain't have to. You know what I'm saying? I would have. I would have. I don't. For some reason, I would. I just wouldn't. It wouldn't have sat right with the fact that But yeah, maybe I got some maturing to do. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Like Fab used to say, it's looking like it's gonna be a cold summer. hmm It looked like it's gonna be a cold summer, man. Shorty look like she gonna be outside. She's in the football now, so you might can expect her at the next Super Bowl too. Um, she was just at the Cardi John, having a good time as she should. hmm Live your life and all that. You dig me? But yeah, man, leave a comment, man. Tell me what y'all think, man. Yeah, man, when your business get online and all that, then people could speculate all they want because it's out there. It's not like people was digging for this. Things happen in the public eye, so yeah. mm And according to Twitter, I'm not the only person that talked about the little clip where he said, "Oh, I knocked him out." You know what I mean? And people, like I said, people only mention that because Vlad is a big platform, and the fact that it was mentioned on there, it's clear that that reached a whole different audience. People that probably don't know nothing about battle rap, don't know nothing about hip hop. Think about it. Vlad interview people like Grant Cardone. It ain't all about hip hop in his interview. So it might have reached a whole different audience. People tapped in now that didn't know nothing about that, or yeah, I mean, it's people that probably still think they together and all that. And he's still wearing the Black Love hat. Hey, tell Pat, man, you might as well bring the Black Love hats back and all that. You know what I mean? mm he happy he with Clarissa. A joint with another bag and all that. Yeah. How long it's gonna take? How long? How long until How long until Pat relationship with Clarissa until he pop out with the Black Love hats? Like you gotta be in love, like to be rocking like the Black Love snap or fitted. You know what I mean? To But yeah, man, that was heavy, man. That was heavy, man. Black Love, man. Right, right, man. Black Love get you this, man. You hear me? This what Black Love get you. You feel me? Black Love had you at the crib with your youngin crying and all that. You wish you could get a break and just go, you know what I mean? Clear your head, or get some you time, but you know, can't pass the youngin off to mommy because she over at the restaurant with the boys. Like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, or she with the bull taking pictures like this and all that. Like, you got Jones wanting to link with you and all that, but you can't even slide because somebody got to watch the youngin. I mean, man, man. you don't keep a woman happy, man, whatever that may be to people, 'cause being happy is different to everybody. You feel me? But yeah, man. Relationships these days, it's tough to keep it strong, to keep, you know what I'm saying? You think you got black love, and then wake up one day, look through, you know what I mean? Go on the internet, boom. You like, hold up, I thought I was married. I thought, you know, like I said, according to somebody that's from Brooklyn, man, they said, he had been cheating on Buddy before and all that. So, I guess this was some get back, like, taste of your own medicine type joint. Like, still, couldn't have been nice to see, right? Could have been nice to see. I mean, but yeah, this what black love gets you, man. This what black love gets you eventually, I guess. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't always genuine or perfect, you know what I'm saying? Like they wanted us to think. You know what I mean? I'm talking about when they do a joint on your relationship on a platform like TV1, you know, they wanted to promote, like, what the boy Hat was saying and all that when he was writing hats, black love and all that. But we learned a valuable lesson that everything that glitter ain't gold, right? Learned a valuable lesson here today. It's like, no, but no, for real though, like, everything ain't perfect, man. Like, like, for real, trying to uphold images and all that shit corny, man. Because then reality checks bring you back down to reality, like, you know what I mean? Simple as that. But like I always say, man, I appreciate you for stopping through. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm rocking with you if you rocking with me. Take from Let's Keep It Honorable TV. I'm out.